recording. So now recording will be started. So now, what is TCP/IP model? TCP/IP means Transmission Control Protocol. It will discuss about TCP and IP also. So we combine this. It's called a layer structure. It's called a TCP/IP protocol suite. So it just not a individual. So it's called a suite. So in this is also called the model, four structure model. In this there are four layers. The first one is application layer. In this we discuss about the application layer protocols, just like HTTP, just like SSH, SMTP. These all protocol work on the application layer. So it specify the communication, how the communication will occur. So it is discussed in application layer. It is performed in application layer. Clients and server may communicate. So we require the protocols. Suppose we want to transfer a mail. Which protocol we will need? We will need HTTP. Suppose we want to access a machine in a network. Which protocol we need? We require a SSH. And when we want to transfer the mail, we require SMTP. And we want to share a data in a network. Which protocol we will use? CIFS. So these are the protocols that are used, that are performed on the application layer. So this is the work of application layer. And what is the work of application transport layer? Transport, there are two protocols work on transport layer. The first one is TCP, the second one is UDP. You know about what is the port number of TCP? You know about the port number? What is the port number of TCP? What is the port number of this particular TCP? It's a 6. Which port number it will use? It will use the port number to communicate. If we don't have the port number, we can't transmit the data in a network. What is the port number of UDP? It's a 17. How will I see this? It will use 6 and 17. I will show this in a Windows also, and you can also see this in a Linux machine also. The machine can be a Linux, it can be a Windows, it can be a Mac, and any operating system. The protocol will be same when we want to communicate to each other. Suppose you know about the firewall. In a firewall, you will check all of these things. It's a Windows Defender firewall. In this firewall, go to the advanced setting. In this advanced setting, we will check inbound. We can check inbound rules, and we can also check the outbound rules. Suppose we check any, go to the property of any of these. Then you will check. It's a IP HTTPS. It's a IP version 6. All of these protocols will appear. So go to the protocol and port tab. Which protocol it will use? When we want to transfer the data in a network, then it will goes to the transport layer. So transport layer will use the port number 6. And it will use which protocol to transmit? TCP. So it's this protocol. This is a local port, and we also have the remote port. Suppose if you access any website, which remote port you will use? Can you tell me?
Yes, sir.
When you access any website, suppose just like a google.com, facebook.com, any website, what remote port you will use at the time of accessing any website? just Facebook, just google.com, yahoo.com. Which remote port you will use? As you know that the port number of HTTPS is 443. You know that?
Mm.
And
Yeah.
HTTP, it's 80. So these are the remote port, local port, and we want to transfer the data through the transport layer. The protocol will be used. It can be a TCP and it can be a UDP. Only two protocols work in a transport layer when we transfer data from this particular layer. So it will use, suppose we want to check the UDP port. This is the UDP port. We can check also. So it will use which port? It uses 17 port. So this is the communication. All types of communication will occur by using UDP and by using TCP. So in a transport layer, only two protocol works. So what are the protocols? So these are two protocols that work on which layer? It's a transport layer. So when we use TCP, it's a connection oriented, and when we use UDP, it will use connectionless protocol. Just when we work with HTTP, so it will require a TCP port. When we use DHCP, which port number it will use? In DHCP, UDP port will be used. You know about the DHCP?
DS.
DHCP.
Yeah. Okay.
DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol.
Okay.
Have you knowledge about DHCP?
Yeah.
What is the work of DHCP? Please tell me.
DHCP, it's a server, no?
Okay. It's a server.
Yeah.
So what it will provide? What type of service it will provide? So it will provide you IP. What it will do? It provide IP automatically, as you know that.
Yeah.
So by using this protocol, so DHCP, when DHCP work, it work in a transport layer. Which protocol it will use? So it will use UDP protocol. By using this particular, you know about the DORA process? DORA?
Doha?
D-O-R-A, DORA.
No.
When DHCP work, DORA is a process. DORA is a process which will work when we obtain the IP. So this protocol will use in this particular process, discover, offer, request, acknowledgements. It's a full form also. It's a discover, it's a offer, it's a request, and it's a acknowledgement. So it will work in a background when we obtain the IP through the DHCP server. So what is the port number of DHCP? It uses the port number 67 and 68. 68. So all types of work will use the ports. So server will use this particular port and client will use this particular ports. When any client send the discover message, it will use this particular port. And when any server offer the IP, it will use this particular port. But in a transport layer, both the ports uses this particular port number to transmission for the transmission, any types of transmission. Suppose if we have DHCP in this, I will show you. If I have, then I will show you. No, at this time, because you know that Windows 10 is only a client operating system, not a server operating system, because it will require a NOS family. network operating system, just like Windows 2K, 2K12, 16. These types of operating system it will require to perform the DSCP services. So it not have the DSCP function. No, it's not have the DSCP functionality. It's a DSCP. Okay. So which port it will use? As I have told you, which port it will use? It uses 17 port. Okay. So this is the port number for the server. This is the port number for the server. So have you understand this particular concept?
Yes.
So these are the pre-programmed. So when we communicate in a network, in a local, so these protocol will work. So this is defined by the TCP/IP model. When any programmer will design any program, it will use all the functionality, just like OSI model, just like a TCP/IP model. So TCP/IP model define how the data is transmitted in a network. So this is defined by the TCP/IP model. This is defined by the TCP/IP protocol suite. So now we will move on network. What is the use of internet layer? So internet layer, in this layer IP will work. It can be IP version 4, it can be IP version 6. So how many bit in IP version 4? Can you tell me? How many bits in IP version 4?
IP version 4. 16?
No. It's a 32.
64?
It's a 34. IP version 4, it's a 32-bit address.
Okay.
And how many bits in IP version 6?
64?
No, it's a 128. How you can recognize this? How you can remember this? It's a 32. And when it's a 4 times. When you multiply, it's a 4 times faster by 4. So it will be 128. 4 times. Multiple of 4. So when we use IP version 4, it's a 32-bit address. And when we use IP version 6, it's a 128-bit address. So it has 4-bit, 4 octet, it has 8 octet. So IP is a protocol that work on which layer? Internet layer. And packet is used in this. Router will work. Router is a device that work on which layer? It work on internet layer. So router is a device which work on this layer. And you have a switch. Switch will work on which layer? It's work on link layer. It work on data link layer. It's also called data link in OSI model. But according to TCP/IP, TCP/IP is also known as another name. It's a DoD model. Department of Defense. It's also called DoD, Department of Defense. So it's also known as the DoD model. So it's a 32-bit address, 128-bit address. Router is a device which work on this particular layer, and this is the last layer. It is also called media access layer. It's also called link layer, and your physical connectivity, your logical connectivity, your MAC address will work on this particular layer. So how many bits in MAC address? How many bits in MAC address? So it's a 48-bit address. It's a 48-bit address. So how many bits in this? It's a 48. As you told me, your OS can be, it's a 32-bit, and your OS can be a 64-bit. All the OS can be a 32-bit and can be a 64-bit. It's called, you know that, x86 OS, x86, it's called x64. All the operating system can be a 32-bit and it can be a 64-bit. Suppose we have a OS. My OS is Windows 10. What is the architecture of my OS? This is the architecture of my OS. This, you know that, 64-bit operating system. I'm using 64-bit architecture. So this is the architecture of my OS. Suppose you are using the Linux operating system and you want to check the architecture. What is the architecture of your OS? So what is the architecture? This is your architecture. It is a 32-bit and it's also a 64-bit. You know that. What is the architecture of your CPU? It's a 32-bit, it's a 64-bit. So operating systems, CPU, these are only, it can be 32-bit, it can be 64-bit. Not after these. Only it can be 32-bit, it can be. So when we discuss about the IP can be a 32-bit also, and it can be a 128-bit also, and it can be a 48-bit also. So these are two types of addressing. We have two types of addressing. How many addressing? We can use physical addressing. And we can use also the logical addressing. Physical addressing is what? So when we use MAC address, so MAC address is a physical address. Your MAC address, it's a physical address. So it's a 48-bit address. And what about the logical? Logical can be IP version 4. It can be IP version 6. So it can be a 32-bit. It is a 32-bit and it is a 128-bit address. So now you will remember all these things. Have you any doubt in this?
No.
So how many bits in physical address? It's a 48. It's a 48 bit. 48. And how many bits in a IP version 4? It's a 32 bit.
32, yeah.
And how many bits in IP version 6? It's a 128 bit.
128. Yeah.
And when we work with OS can be a 32 bit and OS can be a 64 bit. So there is no confusion about these. There is no architecture regarding 16-bit. There is no concept, etc. Only these concepts will be used. In OS, it can be these. In IP, it can be these. So this is a small thing. So you will remember this. Okay. So now we have complete the OSI model. In OSI model, there are 4 layers: application layer, transport layer, internet layer, and the last one is link layer. So these are the functionality work on link layer. Your MAC address will work on this layer, and when we transmit the data from one system to another system, this MAC address will work to identify the packet. Okay. So now we will describe about these things. Suppose you want to assign a IP address. You want to assign a IP address in your Linux machine. So how you will assign, I will discuss. So all of these things I will discuss you. In this small introduction about the IP version 4. What is IP version 4? I will tell you, and it will also a small introduction of IP version 6 also. It's a small introduction of IP version 6 also. So we will discuss about the IP version 6 also. But before this, I will tell you practical. I will demonstrate you practical about how to assign the IP in your system. So first we will do a practical part. After then we will complete uh, the theory portion. Okay.
Yeah.
So we will start from this particular point after the practical. So suppose we have two machines, PC1 and PC2, PC2, and you want to communicate between these. So what you will require? What types of functionality you will require? So you will require the IP in both machine. If you have IP in PC1 and if you have IP in PC2, so you can communicate. Suppose if you have no IP in these machines, so it will possible you can communicate?
No.
No, it's not possible when I want to communicate between these machines. So first of all, it will require the IP. So I will assign the IP. It can be your Linux machine, it can be your Windows machine, it can be your CentOS machine, it can be your Ubuntu, Fedora, Mac OS. It can be any types of OS. It will require the IP to communicate. So first we will discuss how to assign the IP. So this is my point, how to assign IP. In Windows, how you can assign? In Windows, how you can assign IP? So you will go in this particular properties. It's a network setting. By using this particular setting, you can assign IP address. Go to this particular and go to the Ethernet, and after then change adapter option, and you will move. You can give IP on any particular interface. These are all the interfaces. You can assign the IP. Suppose you want to assign the IP on this particular interface. What you will do? Go to the properties, then select TCP IP. So what you will use? TCP IP is a model that is used for the communication. So go to the property of this particular protocol, then you can assign. It's called transmission control protocol internet protocol. The default wide area network protocol that provide communication. So you can check the description. What is TCP/IP? It will define how the communication will occur. So this provide the communication across devices that are connected to each other. So it will provide the interconnectivity. So this is the description of TCP/IP. So go to the properties of this, then assign the IP. So you can assign the IP address. By using this particular IP address, you can communicate between both machines. Not only both, it can be 2 machine, 3 machine, 4 machine. So your communication will be possible by using the IP. So this is the way you can assign the IP in a Windows machine, and how it will possible in Linux machine. So in Linux, there are two functionalities. It can be your GUI functionality and it can be your CUI functionality. What is the full form of GUI? Can you tell me the full form?
Yes, sir.
What is the full form of GUI? It's a graphical
GUI.
user interface. It's a graphical user. There are two ways to assign the IP. It can be your GUI functionality, graphical user interface. It can be your command line user functionality, command line user interface. So in GUI mode, there is a command NMTUI, NMTUI, Network Manager Terminal User Interface. There is another command that will work in a CUI mode. It's a NMCLI. So this is the command that will use to assign the IP. By using this particular functionality, you can assign the IP. Okay. So in this book, only NMCLI will be used. We can also use NMTUI option. So I will discuss first NMCLI, then after then NMTUI. Okay. So suppose first of all, we want to assign the IP. What we will require? We require a adapter. What we will require? Adapter. Suppose we don't have an adapter and the driver of this adapter, we can't assign the IP. So first of all, require the physical adapter and then install the driver of this particular adapter. Then your interface will be appear on the OS, just like this. This is your adapter. What type of adapter? Network adapter. It's your LAN card, local area network. It's called local area network adapter. When we plug any adapter in your machine, the driver will be installed automatically. Suppose when you install your Bluetooth device, this adapter will automatically appear on this particular window. When we have Wi-Fi, then this adapter will appear. Suppose we don't have Wi-Fi, this adapter will not be appear. Okay, so this is the adapter of Wi-Fi. This is the adapter of my wired network. At this time, we have no connectivity through the wired. We only have the connectivity through the Wi-Fi. So this is also adapter. In this adapter, we can assign the IP address. So how I will check this in my machine? My adapter is, how many adapters we have in my machine? So this is the command NMCLI device status. So you can check how many adapter, how many devices you have attached in your OS, in your machine. So this is my adapter. This is my Ethernet adapter that is connected by using this particular connection. So when we install the OS, the first connection will be created automatically. Only one connection. So this is my connection name. This is the type. This is the status, and this is the connection name. And now we want to display about how many connection we have in my machine. NMCLI connection show. So you can check how many connection you have. You have all these connections, but all of these that are not connected, we can create multiple connections, or we can say that multiple profile, but we connect only one connection. My connection name is, this is my connection name. That is the connection. Status of this connection is it's a connected. So only one connection will be used and the rest one not used. Suppose we have a 2 LAN card. So 2 connection will be used. When we have 3 LAN card, then 3 connection will be used. So how many LAN card, how many devices you have, so you can use. Suppose you have 2 LAN card and 2 wired connect to these LAN cards, so these 2 connection will be appear. At this time, we have only one LAN card. So by this command, we can check how many LAN card we have. Only one LAN card. So it's a Ethernet. There is no other Ethernet. So this is only a bridge. This is only a loopback. This is a tunnel. So we have only a one LAN card. At this time, we have only one LAN card. So we can assign this. We can start only this particular LAN card. Okay. So I will discuss this from this, how to validate network configuration. To validate network configuration, we can use IP link command. So this is the command to check IP link. It will show me the MAC address. Suppose we want to check the MAC address of my machine. We want to check MAC address in my machine. So which command we will use? IP link. Suppose you want to check in Windows, which command you will use? To check your MAC address, which command you will use? In Windows machine, you want to check the MAC address of your machine. Which command you will use? Have you knowledge about in Windows machine to check the MAC address? Hello?
No.
So,
Hello?
have you knowledge about the MAC address, how to check the MAC address in Windows machine?
No.
Okay. So, you have knowledge about CMD?
Yeah, CMD. Yeah.
CMD. So this interface, this prompt will be appear to perform the command. When we want to perform any command by using the command line utility, which will be used CMD, command line interface. It's a DOS, disk operating system. What is this? It's a DOS. It's also a OS, disk operating system. So this is the command ipconfig. It will use to check the IP. So now you can check what IP we are using. So ipconfig is a command to check the IP address. It's not working. Okay. So this is my IP address. It's my IP address of my machine. This is my gateway. This is my subnet mask. This is my IP address. And this is my link local address. But at this time, there is no physical address. At this time, there is no physical address. It means there is no MAC address. So you can use /all. So you can check the MAC address of your machine. This is the MAC address. It's a 48-bit address, but it's written in hexadecimal formats. Your IP address written in decimal format and your MAC address written in hexadecimal format. Single hexadecimal digit have 4 bit. 4 into 4, it's a 8. 8 into 6, it's a 48. These are 8 byte. It's a 6 byte address. So in a 1 byte, there is a 8 bit. So multiple 8 into 6. So it will be 48 bit address. This is my wireless interface. And this is the name of my machine. It will also show the name. Not, it will not show the name. So now you can check which provide the IP to me. My OS DSCP will provide the IP for me. So this IP, this is the IP that is provided by which particular server? This particular server. This particular server provide me the IP address. So now you can check. Okay, you can check. This is the IP of your DSCP server. This DSCP server provide me which IP? This IP. Okay. So these are this is your DNS server, which provide the name resolution facility. It convert name to IP, IP to name. So these are the functionality in a Windows, but in a Linux, which I will use, we can use ifconfig. Ifconfig. In Windows, it's a ipconfig, and in Linux, it's a ifconfig. You can check. So you can check, this is your IP and this is your MAC address. It's called only Ethernet. In Windows, it's called physical, and in Linux, it's called Ethernet. Ether. So it's a 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So it's a 12 hexadecimal digits. 12 into 4, it's a 48 bit. So it's a 12 hexadecimal digit. And we have only one LAN card. This is my LAN card name, ENS160. And this is my MAC address. But we want to only check the MAC address, only this particular. So which command you will use? You can use IP link. So it's your link. So now you can check. It will display only the link. Link means, so it will display, so it's your Ethernet. It will display this. So this is your MAC address. What is this? Have you knowledge about this particular? What is this? BRD. What is BRD? Have you knowledge about broadcast address? Any types of knowledge about the broadcast? Hello? Have you an idea about the broadcast address? Hello, Landry.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Have you knowledge about the broadcast? This?
No.
So, when you want to send any packet to all the devices in a network, which address you will use? You will use this particular address. Suppose we have two things. The first one is source and the another is destination. So this destination address, in the place of destination, this address will be used. In which particular layer? In link layer. It means in data link layer. So it's a layer 2 broadcast address. It's a layer 2 broadcast address. In a layer 3 broadcast, it's used 255, 255, 255, just that, like that. So this is your what? This is your broadcast. Broadcast of which particular network? So this is your IP and this is the broadcast of this particular. So this is the broadcast address, 255. And layer 3 broadcast of for all the classes, it's a 255, 255, 255, 255, 4 times 255. Just like this. It's a 6 time FF and it's a 4 time 255. So it's a layer 3 broadcast address. And layer 2 broadcast address, this is your layer 2 broadcast address. For the broadcasting, so you can check, this is the broadcasting. And multicasting, we can use 224. 224 address. So I will tell you about this. So now, at this time, we perform a command. The command name is IP link. It will check. What I will, suppose we want check only this particular. So what you will do? You can as inet, not inet, it's a link. So now at this time, you only have the MAC address information. This is the MAC address, and this is the MAC address, and this is also MAC address. You have 3 MAC address, and all 3 MAC address also have the broadcast address. This is the unicast address, unicast MAC address, and this is the broadcast MAC address. It's also MAC address, but what type of MAC address is it is? It's a broadcast. It's a unicast. So every single device have a unicast address. Now, I will tell you about how to create a connection and how to assign IP address. So this is the next thing that I will discuss you. After completion this, so this is the last topic of my class today class. Then I will tell you the rest one in next class. Okay. So this is your command. This is your command nmcli. You want to create a connection. You want to create a connection. So if you want to create, so you have a command that is nmcli. What is the other command it will use? What is the other argument it will use? So type 2 times tab. So it will display what types of work you want. So you can use connection, you can use device, you can use general. So we want to create the connection. So which argument we will use? This is the command and this is the argument. And we want to create a connection. What type of connection we want to create? So type again 2 times. We want to create a Ethernet connection. And we want to create, so we can use add command. Add. And again type 2 times. So we want to create a Ethernet connection. So it will require another syntax. It's called type. What type of syntax you will use? Type, it's a Ethernet. So, but you don't know about this. So only type this. You want to create add. Again enter. So it will show me an error. What it will show me? It will tell me to give me the type. Then we type what type of connection we will use. Ethernet. It's a Ethernet connection. Then we enter. It will show me another message. Please give me the information about the interface name. So what is my interface name? Then give me the information. ENS. So this is my interface name. So now you can check your connection will be created. So what is the name of your connection? It's a Ethernet automatically from here, and after then it's your interface name. It will take automatically, but suppose we want to assign the name for my interface. So we can use the another argument con hyphen name, and we want to give the name. So this is my name. This is my connection name. In the place of this, we can use this particular name. So now you can check. This name will be replaced by this particular name. So we can assign con hyphen name argument also. So this is the command connection add type Ethernet interface. This is the interface name. This is my connection name. And at this time we want also assign the IP address. So what is my work? This is my work. How to create the connection and how to assign the IP. So this is the command. This is the command to create the connection. So this is the command. And I want to assign the IP at the same time. So what I will do? So give the name to. Only change the name. Then use another argument IP version 4 dot addresses. This is the another argument that I will use. It's a long command when we assign lot of things at the same time. So give the IP 192.168.10.200. This is my IP. Give the CIDR value. This is the CIDR value. And this is the IP. And at the same time, we want to assign the DNS, etc. We can assign. Suppose IP version 4 dot DNS. IP version 4.DNS. So we can assign. It's a IP DNS address 8.8.8.8. It's your DNS address. IP version 4 method manual, manual manual. So we can use IP address argument, we can use DNS argument, we can use method. What type of method? It's a manual, not a dynamic, because dynamic is assigned by the DSCP. If suppose we have a DSCP in a network, so there is no need to give these type of information, but we want to assign this manually. So we use IP version 4 method manual, and we want connect the connection automatically. When we start the system, the connection will be start automatically. So connection auto connect, yes. So this is the command. So it's a long command to give the IP at the same time. So what I will do, create connection, then give the IP. Okay. Have you any doubt in this? Entry. Hello. 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 Okay. So now, so this is the last topic. If you have any doubt in this, so please tell me. NMCLI connection. So we can check the connection. So this is my connection name. This, and I want to connect this particular connection. So what I will do? We can use connection up command to start this particular and give the name this. So now you can check your connection will be start. We have any contour manual method manual. It's okay. This connection will be start. This connection will be up, and you want to check. You have assigned the IP. It show me or not. So you can check by using this particular command. This is the IP that I have assigned, and this is the DNS address that I have assigned. This is the method manual, and again, so these are all the things. This is my IP address. This is the network address, and where is my DNS? This is my DNS address. So these are things that are to be used when we work with. So have you any doubt in this? So please tell me if you have any doubt in this. We perform only this particular option. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Have you any doubt in this?
No, no.
Okay. So I have written these all commands in this like this. Suppose you want to create a connection. So you can add the network connection. Which command you will use? You can use this particular command. And you want to modify, you can use this particular command. If you want to give new connection and you want to add IP and gateway at the same time, which command you will use? This is the command that you will use. And you want to assign the primary DNS and secondary DNS at the same time, which command you will use? If you want to give the secondary DNS address, you type only plus in the before the IP version 4. So secondary IP will be assigned. So that I will tell you in the next command, next class, sorry. Okay. So I have completed these things. So the rest I will discuss in the next class. So I will complete your these things only, and the rest I will discuss in the next command. Okay. So any doubt you can ask. So now we end the session. Hello. Hello. Okay, check. Fine.